Today I'm going to do a lesson on counting change for 3rd and 4th grade level. We're only going to deal with coins, no dollar bills today. And first I'm going to do a review of how much each coin is worth, and then how you can easily count multiple numbers of either pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters all together, and then do an example of adding all those coins together and seeing how much change we have. So the penny is worth 1 cent. A nickel is worth 5 cents. The dime is worth 10 cents, and then finally the quarter is worth 25 cents. So when you're only counting pennies, since they're worth 1 cent, you're only going to count up by ones when you have multiple numbers of them. So you're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Nickels, since they're worth 5 cents, you're only going to count up by fives when you have multiple numbers of nickels. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Very simple. Dimes, 10 cents each, so you're going to count up by tens when you have multiple numbers of them. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, 60, 70, and so on. And then finally, quarters, which can be a little tricky since you're counting up by 25, since they're worth 25 cents each, but once you get the hang of it and you know the pattern that it goes in, it'll be really simple and you'll catch on. So let's get started. Let's count up some pennies all together. Here we go. So let's say I have this number of pennies here with me. Since pennies are worth 1 cent, I'm going to count up by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I have 7 cents here all together in pennies. Okay? Let's do some nickels. Nickels are worth 5 cents, remember? So we're going to count up by fives. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that means I have 25 cents here all together in nickels. On to the dimes. Here we go. Let's say I have these dimes. Dimes are worth 10 cents, counting up by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I have 80 cents here all together in just dimes. And then finally the quarters, counting up by 25s can be a little tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. 25 cents each, so 25, 50, 75. So I have 75 cents here all together. Let's see what happens when I take a little bit of everything and add them together. So let's say I have a nickel and then 3 pennies. So I like to start with the largest amount, so that would be the nickel here. Nickel's worth 5 cents. We have 5. Pennies worth 1 cent each, so you're going to add 1. So 5 plus 1 would be 6, 7, and 8. So I have 8 cents here. Let's say I keep these here and I add 2 dimes. So let's bring this back over here. The 2 dimes here are worth 10 cents each, so count by tens. 10, 20. So I have 20 cents over here. And then I have the nickel worth 5 cents. So you're going to take the 20 cents already and add 5, which would be 25. And then you have your 3 pennies worth 1 cent each. So you're going to take 25 plus 1, 26, 27, and 28. Okay, so let's say I add a quarter. So let's start all over again. The quarter's worth 25 cents. So 25. Then I have my 2 dimes worth 10 cents each, so 25 plus 10 would be 35, then 45. 45 cents, and then I have a nickel, so 45 plus the 5 cents, counting by fives. So 45 plus 5 would be 50, and then you have your 3 pennies worth 1 cent each, so you're going to take 50 plus 1, which would be 51, 52, and 53. So that means here altogether I have 53 cents. That was just a short lesson on counting change, and you can get a lot bigger amounts of money, and we'll get to that at some point. After this lesson, I would have my students go ahead and play with change and try to figure out different amounts with a classmate of theirs, and then to assess them, I would have them come up individually. I would do the same thing I just did, lay out different coins, have them count it out for me, make sure they know what they're supposed to be doing, and if they don't know, I'm going to help them get to where they need to be.